This is Frank Goss with SGTV. I arrived in Santa Barbara in the spring of 1994 and opened an art gallery and cafe. It did not take long for the artist Ray Strong to drop by to check out the gallery and try the cafe. It was my introduction to Santa Barbara's much-loved and most influential artist. Though he was almost 90, he did not have any of the restraint that accompanies age. By then, he had been painting for over 70 years. It would have been fun to know him in the early 20s, when he played sports at Gresham Union High in Oregon. I grew to know him in the final years of his life, and I miss him greatly. He passed away in 2006 at the age of 101. Several years ago, my colleague Jeremy Tesper and I realized that for an artist of his caliber and influence, there was very little in the way of publications that celebrated his artistic career and altruistic life. We recruited a half-dozen good authors and published a full-size monograph, Ray Strong, American Artist. This new exhibit and the freshly published volume are our tribute to this amazing man. Though small, the exhibit provides a view of Ray's capacity as he chronicled intimate rural settings, like this farmhouse. Ray is most frequently identified with his paintings of the brown rolling hills of California, but in this exhibit there are several examples of his architectural subject matters. He was often concerned with the wide expanses of the landscape, and so it is hard to believe that he could also affectionately handle this view of the tiny cabin where he painted in the 1950s. But his comfort with the open space is apparent in this 1946 rural farm scene and this magnificent view of Pierce Point. His renderings of the landscape included rock formations, tree studies, and even a portrait of an oak tree. But it was when Ray stepped back and included sand, rock, undergrowth, and trees that the viewer gets the sense that his interest was in the big picture, the expanse, the total scape. The further back he stepped, the larger and more inclusive his view became. With this final monumental scape, Ray seems to unleash all of his storytelling and artistic careers. It is as if the earth is full of energy, boundless and enchanting. Please come in and see his show and get a copy of this first major monograph on the great artist. On Sunday, July 3rd, the 10th anniversary of Ray's passing, at 2 p.m, the Oak Group and Ray's friends and collectors will celebrate this great man. Come to the gallery and join us for a little lemonade and cookies and the great Ray Strong.